welcome to the Man United show. It's the post-match reaction. And what is the reaction, Nathan? Nathan, what's the reaction? Come on, tell everyone what's the reaction.
Disappointed. Frustrating. Oh my gosh.
Nathan. It was almost as if, like I came in, I said, stir the pot. Don't let the dinner burn. I walked away. I came back and the dinner was burnt. Yeah. You was cruising. 13 minutes in, you must have thought, yes, this is it. The team they picked was your team. After 90 minutes, it's 2-1. Tell everyone what happened. Where did it go wrong? What's going on?
First of all, we wasn't playing that great anyway. We had the players on, but we weren't doing much. We had a bit of the possession. We were in control. And then Bruno puts an amazing ball around the back for Cristiano, and he gets his foot on it. And I'm like, exactly what I'm expecting.
You're like, this real predictions coming in.
Lingard was in there. I said, they're going to score. I thought, they will score. They look pretty dangerous, These guys are pretty dangerous. They could get us at some point. And I just thought we're going to, it's going to be tougher than I thought. And And then, we was in control. We had the ball. We weren't really doing much. Sancho not playing well. And every time he got on it, he's looking very kind of low on confidence. And then Wan-Bissaka miscontrols a ball, touch tackle, straight into the guy's ankle.
Yeah.
Red card, there's nothing you can do about it. It's a red card. So,
definite red.
End of the day, he deserved it. Then I'm looking at it thinking, we're not Man City. We can't go with 10 men and go and beat up young boys. We're not good enough. We haven't got the structure that I've always been banging on about to make that happen. If that's Man City with 10 men, they go on and win the game easy. If that's Liverpool, 10 men, they go win the game and probably score another goal. United, it was backs against the wall straight away. I knew it was Sancho coming off. I was thinking he's not playing the best at the minute. He needs time to settle in and get his confidence. I think that the stage is getting to him a bit at the minute. So he needs to take a bit of time and relax and get to his levels. But once that happened, it was just backs against. The minute we went down to 10, men, it was backs against the wall. Attack. It was like a siege of attacks versus us.
Do you still think Man United have got a good enough squad to still deal with that? Tactically, could they not have changed something?
The only problem with us, when it comes to it, for me, is there's always been, obviously, the players we have, someone else could get better out of them, if you get what I mean. For example, that's what we were saying, Poch, before. We were saying, Poch, if he came in, it'd make them so good because of his structure and his tactics. But what Ole is, for all the good that he does, the one side that I can see as a weakness is that side where he makes them do certain things. And at the moment, it's bring on players that can do more, but just hope they do more. Like a bit of magic from Pogba, a bit of magic now from Bruno, a bit of magic from Cristiano. So many players can provide a bit of magic that is very, very seldom that you're going to see nobody provide any magic in a game. And that's what he's going to rely on. And today was just one of them games where we were poor, man. After we went down, even before we went down, we weren't the best. But then when we went down, it was like, I hope we get a draw, We went down 1, they scored. I knew his goal was coming. They could feel it. They could smell it. You could see it. It's all over it. And I just felt, oh, man, at least we've got 1-1. There's a minute to go. And then
Lingard. What happened?
I don't know. He must have thought I don't know. He was watching. He could see the players as well. And he just left foot popped it in space for them. He's like, I need an assist. And he went and assisted for them instead of for us. So it was a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare that happened because he's been playing well as well. He's been on, he's been on red, red arrow up. And now he's just gone to flipping orange arrow. It's a straight face.
Red arrow up.
No
And
smiley
now,
face
if anyone
anymore.
doesn't, no smiley faces. This is not like 2003 smiley faces. PES. This is no red arrows up, which has been playing on. You took your best player off. Did Man United take the best player off? Who'd they take off?
Obviously, Cristiano was our best player, and he could have got another goal. He was our most deadliest player. He didn't really do a lot because that's not what he's about anymore. He's about, listen, put that ball there, and I'm going to do something. He stole the ball off their defender, pushed it, got through, and he was about to score. And I think he ran out a little bit of steam, and the defender pushed him a bit, and he went down. It wasn't enough to be a penalty. But that I was thinking, wow, if we got that, that's it. It's over. But it's just United. You know that Pogba ain't got, them kind of legs. If I was going to take someone off earlier, I would have taken him off. Fred did a good enough job because he does have energy and he was getting about trying to do everything, but he was on his own. And I was thinking, bring Matic on now, take Pogba off. And then he brings on Martial. I'm looking at him going, why did you do that? Why are you bringing on Martial? Martial jogged around for however long he was on the pitch. He jogged around. He's 10 men. You're 10 men. You've got to chase. You've got all the strongest legs. You've got like fresh legs and you can't run around. You can't run around. You expect the ball to come perfect to you with what? With support as well. Like, what's wrong with you? We got 10 men. Chase the thing. We went down to 9 men when Martial came on. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I like Martial. But I don't like what he's doing at the moment. He's coming on like nothing matters anymore. He's playing like nothing matters. The game don't matter to him. Like, chase the ball.
I mean, you've lost to young boys tonight. You've got Atalanta and you've got Villarreal. It's not an easy group considering you drop points to probably the team that you're expecting to get 6 points off.
Listen. We're going to have to play our first team against every game. There ain't no game off near the end of this tournament, this league now. Every game, we have to play our first team. Varane starting every game. That's what I told you. These Lindelof and Maguire, they know they can get at them. They know they can. Why is Bailly not come on in a game like this? Why is Lindelof... I told you I don't want Lindelof starting anyway because we're going to concede, even with the best players on the pitch. We went down to 10. It was like, oh, man... He did okay, to be fair. He did do okay, but it's like there's times when these guys are getting... Like even Maguire did okay, but there's times he was able to get got out, and they know it. They can feel it. They can smell it. They know they can't smell it against certain players.
Yeah.
And that's why they'd be scared against Bailly. They're scared of it for Varane. They're not scared against Lindelof and Maguire. They're not.
Sometimes players they've lost the battle before they've got on the pitch because they're looking at who they've got and they're like, I'm just not getting anything out of them today. And if they feel that they will get something out of the likes of a Lindelof, then they go at him and they'll keep on going at him because they feel confident they will in the end. Is Miss Cavani right? Mrs. Cavani right? Eddie plays, you win the game.
Well, you know what? Half time came and I knew we're down to 10 men. And I'm thinking, who is the legs that can come on and make something happen for Cristiano? Because I don't want him to play the rest of the whole game and get knackered and stuff. I was thinking, I can't bring Martial. I don't really want Greenwood on in this kind of game. Jay Lings. He's the one that I'd bring on. Like I said before the game, I'd bring Jay Lings on. He's got some legs. He'll run around and chase things at least. And he might even dribble with the ball and score something out of nothing like he did for West Ham. He might do that. But Cavani, he's got that energy somehow at his age. And he's also got the goal scoring threat. And he can hold up a ball, which you could see was a struggle today. Like, I don't know. It was not nice to watch. Once we went down to 10, it was very bad football. Like, you don't expect a team with that many stars in to not be able to keep the ball, like against the young boys. Like, even with 10 men, you should be able to keep the ball. We were just poor. We were poor, really poor.
All right. Let's get into the player ratings.
Ooh. Today, you're not going to see some nice numbers. I'm telling you. You are not going to see some nice numbers.
All right, people, before we go on, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Hit that bell button so you don't miss a thing. Also, if you're watching on Twitter, hit that retweet, please, and hit that like as well. And don't forget to hit the comment section. I want to hear what you've got for the ratings, people. It's time for the ratings. And remember, Judge Duke is in the room tonight, and he ain't messing around. All right? David De Gea.
Now, he got a 7. He worked
All
hard.
right.
He done a good job. He saved us a few times. He saved some good shots. Wasn't his fault for the goal. Wasn't his fault for the second goal. Can't do nothing about that. He got a 7.
He got a 7. I'm clenching as I'm pressing this one. Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
One time in the game, yeah, he just played the ball down the line to nobody. Like, one time he just I was like, what are you doing? Like, who did you see? What was you thinking? There was nobody coming short to go long. Nobody going long to go short. He just played it in. I was like, what are you doing? So anyway, that touch was real bad. You know, his distribution, his passing was like way off today. I'm going to give him a 4. He got red card as well. He got a 4.
4. I mean, it's only 1 mark lower than Dan James, who played a full 90 minutes and didn't get a red card. So,
yeah, but the thing is, look, Dan James, it's a different story with him because Wan-Bissaka's job is to defend primarily, and he does a good job defending. So it's not like he didn't do a good job defending what his primary job is. But the main thing the other thing is his distribution brought him down. Then the red card brought him down lower. He wasn't playing a 5. He was playing like a 6. Got sent off. Now he's a 4. Bad challenge. Bad touch.
Yeah, it was bad challenge.
Get on the 4s.
Sure. I'm not even going to say sure, Berto, because the score.
Nah, Shaw does his thing, you know. Every game he's doing what he needs to do. So to be fair, he pretty much done well. He defended well, won headers, intercepted play, kept the ball. He plays like he plays. I'm going to give him a 7. He didn't do bad. Right. He worked hard. I'm telling you, he did the job.
There's some high numbers so far. Lindelof.
I'm going to give him a 6. He did okay, but again, when you're looking shaky, you're looking shaky. As simple as that. When your players are getting at you and you can see they got that extra energy when they're coming up against you, you know, there's something. So he got 6. He got 6. I think Maguire also. If we're going to Maguire next, you know, I think Maguire the same. I think Maguire got a 6. He did okay at times, but then at times, even though sometimes it didn't amount to nothing, one time the player came short and then spanning behind him, and he was gone. Like, Maguire was gone. Like, oh my God, he's done in there. Good job the ball didn't come through. I know it didn't come through, but you shouldn't be getting done if you're top defender. You get done every now and again. If it's Messi or someone, you get done. Yeah. You don't see Van Dijk getting done like that. You don't see it happening.
By a team from the Swiss league.
Telling you, mate. I'm telling you. I like Maguire and what he's good at, but like I said, I don't see him as being the top echelon of defenders. He played a 6 today. He done what he's good at, a lot of winning headers and stuff. But just you can see these things where the weaknesses that you can be got at. Yeah. And it's just lucky. There was times, you just kind of think, oh, we're lucky there. That didn't come off. Good lucky there. Oh, if that happened, I don't like that.
Because the forwards, the wingers, they see that. Midfielders, they see that. They know. If we keep on going, we keep on going at him, put the pressure on. Yeah, that's how it works.
He done well enough, but just not as good as he should. Van der Beek, when he played, he done okay. He done all right. He kept the ball, he kept it moving, and he defended okay as well. I think he played about a 7 before he came off. I don't think he did anything bad, and he was unlucky to come off the ball. He came off because Wan-Bissaka got sent off at 35 minutes, and then he brought him off to bring on Varane. So he brought another defender on afterwards. So he had to come on. come off. I wouldn't have brought him off. I would have brought off Pogba or something, because we know defensively Pogba would have less legs than Van der Beek, and he's there to prove a point, so let him play. But again, he probably thought, who's going to give the ball into Cristiano if we get that one-off chance? So he probably thought, let me keep Pogba on. I would have done it a bit differently, but that's fine. It's just, it's not neither here nor there.
Fred
did well. I think he worked hard today. He distributed the ball okay. He didn't give the ball away. He won challenges. He challenged everything. He got slapped a few times. He got slapped on the floor a few times, but like swatted onto the floor. But other than that, he gave his all. I think he played. I give him a 7 as well.
It's a 7. These are high.
He done all right.
I was worried for the United players tonight.
Think about it. We got 10 men and we defended up the place, and he was one of the ones that made sure that it was harder. He was one of the ones made sure that it was harder.
All right, Jadon Sancho. Is there any worry about Jadon Sancho?
I'm not worried about Jadon Sancho, because I know what he can do, and I know that he's not playing at that level. Like if he was playing like he was, running at you, doing his skills and stuff, and then losing the ball and having to chase back and stuff. But you can see he's low on confidence. For some reason, he's low on confidence. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pressure of at United at the moment, and just coming to a new environment, having some time to settle. But you can see he's not relaxed. He's just not playing with confidence at the moment. Yeah. And that's all it is. I'm giving him a 4. He did play poor. He was poor today. I'm not going to give him anything more than a 4. His reactions after losing the ball was poor. His decision-making on the ball was poor, which is normally good. His link-up, whenever the ball came into him, he made the wrong pass. Whenever the teammates weren't on his wavelength. So, yeah, I think today he had like a 4. He was always the first person to come off in my mind, and it deservedly so. But hopefully, he'll come good. He will come good. We just need to give him time to bed in. Remember Greenwood, the season after the first season, he done well. How many games would he play in where he was on a barren run and not playing so well? Ole gave him the games to just get that back and shake it all off, and then he just went on a run. So Sancho will do the same. I'm quite sure of that.
All right. Bruno Fernandes, great assist.
Great assist. Absolutely great assist. If we didn't give that assist, I would have been giving him a 5. Well, he did well with that assist. And then after that, when we went down to 10 men, you expect someone like him to keep the ball. He's flicking the ball to their team and, like he's still trying to do these little flicks. And I'm like, why? That's why at Portugal, he wasn't playing. Remember them games where he's playing and the next game he was on the bench? Yeah. Because his retention of the ball, at times, he should be a lot better. There's times where he's not even on to try and play a ball, and he'll try and play the ball. And you're like, why'd you do that? I know, but it's like, obviously that ball round the corner, great. You can see what he was trying to do. But there's times where he really does play balls and you're thinking, what are you doing? And today was one of them ones where, you expect him to just be that experienced midfielder with the extra ability to be the one who stands up and keeps the ball a bit more. So, to be fair, I'm going to have to give him a 6.
I think that's frustration with Bruno Fernandes is when you expect him to use his intelligence, which he has in abundance as a skillful player. You do expect him to sort of be more composed in those situations, but he's not. I saw it against Villarreal, where he was. It was almost as if he lost his head and he lost his patience with everyone. Like he couldn't. It wasn't happening. So he just gets frustrated. But yeah, I completely understand what you're talking about there. Paul Pogba.
I think he didn't do too much today. I think he was more. He lost the ball a bit, but I think it was more down to not having much options on the ball. He tried to be the one to calm it down and keep it and pass, but there was no one around him providing an option. Mm-hmm. So when he'd get it, he'd bring it down and think, right, time to keep it, and be looking, and there's no one to play it to. But he tried his heart. He tried his heart out. He really worked hard. I'm going to give him a 6 as well. It's just not, it didn't come off for him today, but yeah, I think a 6 is fair.
All right. the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronnie, apart from the goal, obviously the goal is great movement. That's what he done, and then he had that chance. He's got to have a 7 for that, because end of the day, if you got two chances to score a goal like that, he scored the one, one chance, one goal. Then we're down to 10, and he nearly scores again. That just shows you're something, and that. 100% a fair reflection.
All right, Cristiano Ronaldo gets a 7. Now for the subs. Rafael Varane.
I think he came on. I thought we'd be a lot more solid. We seemed to be the same. Even though he was on, he blocked a few. I think one of the goals was his man. He was on the man who toe poked it and got a goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think today, coming on in a game like that, it's always going to be tough. But we let 2 in when he was on, and that's an extra man at the back. So I've got to give him a 6. I can't give him more than a 6.
All right,
it's not 6. Fair. More than 6. There was no difference, because there's so many. When you're overloaded like that, and your team just can't get out, he had no difference in the team. Basically, he showed no difference.
Jay Lings.
No, it flipping it, man. You know what? He didn't really do anything, and then he goes and gives the ball away in the last second of the game. He's got to get a 4 for that. He's got to get a 4 like the other 4s that are not done well. If he didn't do that, he would have got a 5, or even you give him the average 6 because he came on and nothing really happened. But Marshall, you're taking a mick, mate. You got a 4 as well. You might
89th minute, he's not running around.
I'll give him a 3.
He come on at 89th minute, he's not running around.
Nah, he's got a 3. He got a 3. He's taking a mick. I'd be telling him, listen, Anthony, what's going on, mate? What's going on in your mind? Why are you not running? Like, why did you not go above 6 miles an hour? Like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? I love you. You're a good player. But why the hell are you not running? You're down to 10 men. When you're down to 10
that's
men,
that's the least you expect.
Never before.
It's the least you expect. It's the least you expect.
Anyway.
The boss man, Ole Gunnar
Solskjær. You bringing on Martial and Lingard on top. I'm like, what are you playing at? Like, you look at the moves and you think, okay, Lings is going to come on for Rashford, for Ronnie. So I knew that was going to happen. I said in my mind, Matic, bring him on because he's going to be the extra defensive midfielder. We need him on. So he takes off Bruno. I would have took off Paul as well, but he could have brought off any of them too. So that was fine. Mm-hmm. He brought on Varane. Who did he bring on first? He brought on Delot. Delot came on. That's another one that we haven't mentioned. Delot.
Does he come on?
Yeah, he came on for Sancho in 35th minute. So sorry about that. With him, he got like, I'd have given him a 5-6 as well.
All right, Delot. Missed out on Delot. So what have you given Ole Gunnar Solskjær then? Say the lady who has Salah in their team. Paul is not happy, and he's not in the mood for any banter right now. I've seen non-Man United fans in the chat joining in, and Paul's just like, "Not today, people, not today." We killed Martial by buying Sanchez, but Sanchez is not there anymore, Paul. So surely he needs to get over it. All right. So sorry. What have you given Ole Gunnar Solskjær?
Wasn't his fault we went down to 10 men. We had the right players on. In terms of team selection, I'm giving them 6. I'll give him a 6. It's end of the day, we could have ended that game on a 1-1, and it's not. This game was all down to that losing the one man. But at the end of the day, like we say before, if his tactics were sorted out, we'd probably win that game. But his tactics are not sorted out, and that's what I'm saying. He needs to be given this season to see if he can produce. For me, we'll just fall short of winning the league. And I think it's more down to the structure of the team. I think it's gone now. If you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said if Ole doesn't manage this season to do what he needs to do with this bunch of lads, he's going to have to hand over the mantle to someone who can bring out more in the squad that we've got. So it's yet to be seen whether he can do it. I hope he can do it so he can stay on, because he's done a great job to get us where we are. But
you need to see progression.
Yeah, if no progression is...
There's a curse on this stream right now.
What is going on here?
He's joined twice. Is this your alter ego joining now as well?
Internet's killing me. There we are. All right. So yeah, I think I think he'll do the job. I hope he'll do the job, and then we'll see what happens from there.
All right. I'm guessing you're not having a man in the match.
Jaylings.
So no. The players let Ole down. Did the players let Ole down?
Nah. No, I don't think they did. I think it was more to do with Ole's tactics let us down. Because if we had that in the bag, that what we would have been able to fall back on and win this game. If we had that, we'd been able to do a job. We didn't have that. We tried to make it all happen. And sometimes these things happen, like Jay Lings. I'm not going to be upset with him. He's made a mistake. He shouldn't do it. It happens every now and again. If it happens too often, obviously, you got to take him out of there. But he's not going to do that all the time. It's happened once. Yeah. I've never seen him ever do that. So, end of the day, you get obliged sometimes. You know, footballers, you're human. You're going to make a mistake sometimes. So, I don't mind that. You know, got to take it on the chin sometimes.
Exactly. Paul has given Fred man the match.
Yeah, I give that. I agree with that, Paul.
All right, Paul.
I agree with that, because Paul did. Fred did do very well in terms of he did a lot of work and he put a lot of energy into this game. He must have done some miles, mate. I'm telling you, he was all over the place. So whereas last game and the game before we was all upset with Fred, this game he's done what his job is, and that's what I mean. People say he's not a defensive midfielder, but how can you not be a defensive midfielder if you cut out everything and you're everywhere and you got this energy? He's not a midfield that goes forward. He can't score goals or set up anything. It's nothing to do with attacking. For me, it's nothing to do with attacking in his game that I could see. And if he is, then there's something wrong. But, you know, I don't even know what he was doing at his other team. But
I know
he was attacking midfield. Cam. I'm like, what?
No, not with a 70% pass completion rate. Like, no, not a chance. Not a chance. Paul, you must be happy that you got to call man the match. There's a silver lining to everything, mate. And you got to call the man the match on the Man United show. He reminds me of Dunga. All right. You might be going a bit far there, but I'll let you have it. You need consoling right now. So
no, he did well, mate. He's everywhere. He was everywhere, and if he can play like that, he can play in there. But he has to continue playing like that. You know what I mean? He can't
consistency.
Just give the ball away. Yeah, he can't be giving the ball away, and then next game playing like this, and then giving the ball away another game. He's got to be very consistent in there. And obviously, we're going to need someone who's a specialist in there in the end, but who can do the job right now for us this season. It's him and McTominay who are going to do it. And I see him reverting back to Fred and McTominay at some point, because that's where we're strongest defensively. But I don't think we're going to need that with Varane playing, like I say. So to be fair, it's another story, isn't it? If Varane was playing and if we were starting and we had 11 men and we got hurt like we got hurt today, he'd be playing Fred and McTominay every game from now on.
Yeah.
But we killed Newcastle. But again, Newcastle are one of the lower teams. When we do come up against the big boys, let's see what happens, because we need to play some different football. We can't be going 1-0 down every game this season.
It's just to spark you into life. Yeah, it's not
going to cut it. We have to spark into life from minute one. And that's what I want to see, the difference this year. If we can't do it, Ole, you're going to end up going, because you know you're not going to have a lucky season like last year.
Yeah. So who's your next opponents? I'm trying to find it, but this is.
Haven't we got Villa? No, West Ham. And we got
it is West Ham. It is West Ham on the weekend.
So that's no easy game. Last season we played them and they were up. I think they were up, and we came back and won the game at the end 3-2. I think we looked down 2-0 or something. I'm quite sure, if I remember something like that. And so we don't need to be down against them boys. They got some good players. Good job Antonio's got the red card as well, because if he was against us, and he tried to, mess around with not playing Varane or something, we might have some trouble. But,
all right. Yeah. Big game against the previous manager as well. He's gonna want sort of some revenge there.
Exactly. So let's work on that.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us, people. Thank you very much for people in the comment section. As we always say, smash that like. If you're new to us, smash the subscribe. Thank you for joining us, Nathan. Do you know what? The ratings weren't anywhere near as bad as what I thought they were going to be. I thought it was going to be like 2s, 1,
no.
2s.
You got some 4s. You got multiple 4s. Come on.
You got a 3 from a sub, 4 from a sub, 4 for Sancho, 4 for Wan-Bissaka, and he got sent off.
Yeah,
I think you're going soft, mate. I didn't want to say it. I think you're going soft. All right. Do you know what I mean? I just ran it out there.
I thought that's fair. I'm not going to kill him.
I've got Paul's in his fuming. He's throwing out ones. Paul's throwing out 1. I know we weren't talking about number 1. He threw out a 1. I didn't know it was he was talking about, but Paul was not happy. He's looking at the team. He said young boys. And getting beaten by young boys, he is not happy. He's not happy.
United, but Arsenal disguised.
Yeah, I had to laugh at that one. That's Carla, weren't it? Where is she? Oh, it's gone. I can't see it.
She's
there. There it is. There it is. That one's going to stay up. That one stays up. All right. Thank you very much for that, Carla.
That's not nice, is it?
All right. No. It's fair. All's fair in love and war. And she's a Liverpool fan, so there's war. All right. Thanks for joining us, people. Obviously, thanks for joining us, Nathan.
Thanks a lot.
Peace out. Stay safe. And wash your hands.